What is going on, everybody? We are back with some Magic Monday today. We had a lot of fun playing Legacy the other night. Yes, we got our face absolutely stomped in the first league, but that's okay because we came back with the second league and we had a 3-2 finish, which not amazing, but something for only our second league playing the deck. It was outside of playtesting with a couple of friends. It went really well. We had a couple of fun misplays. We had a couple of cool interactions. We saw a great deck. We saw a great Academy Rector deck. I think it's technically Nick Fit. I could be mistaken, but we saw an Academy Rector deck that killed us with Overwhelming Splendor and Night of Soul's Betrayal. Awesome deck, super fun. But we had a lot of great games, a lot of great interactions. And I put up a poll on Instagram for what people wanted to see today because I wasn't sure if I wanted to play Legacy or Pioneer. And Legacy won by 1 vote. So we're going to play some more Legacy today. I updated the deck in Stream Decker, so if you want to see the exact list we're playing with, you can check out the Stream Decker. Otherwise, I will pull up MTGO and show the list we're working with today. But this time I will show it in number form. There we go. Display. Nope, that's already in pile view. Card view. So we have 3 Badlands, 4 Mire, 4 Cavern, 3 Mountain, no basic swamps. We opted against any basic swamps because we actually have very little black in the main board. 3 Rishadan Port, 4 Wasteland, and then we have 4 Aether Vials. I wish these were still up together. 4 Goblin Lackey, 3 Skirk Prospector as a combo engine, Goblin Cratermaker as main board hate and creature removal, 4 Mogg War Marshal. Sometimes it beats for 2, other times it is a ritual. It was. And Legacy won it by 1 vote. It was you. Only 5 people voted by the time the stream started. So it was you, Richie, and one other guy who I know through Instagram who kicked it over. 3 Munitions Expert as Planeswalker and creature removal. Gempalm Incinerator as creature removal and card draw. Also sometimes just randomly a really bad 2-1 beater. 4 Goblin Matron as our tutor. Pashalik Mons as added up as extra damage. Warchief as a cost reducer and haste enabler. Goblin Chainwhirler as the Elves Destroyer. 2 Sling-Gang Lieutenant as life gain and sometimes just makes more bodies but also deals damage. Goblin Ringleader as card draw, and Muxus Goblin Grandee as our top end and our big finisher. 2 Mindbreak Trap to stop Storm. 2 Surgical Extraction as Graveyard Hate, which probably should just be Leyline of the Void, but we're doing Surgical again. 2 Earwig Squad as combo hate. 2 Red Elemental Blast against the blue decks. 1 War Cratermaker. Piledriver against the Delver decks. Goblin Settler as land destruction. Goblin Trashmaster as artifact destruction. 2 Warping Wail as combo hate. Random removal against Delver and at its worst accelerant. And Pithing Needle to shut off other silver bullets. And that is the deck we are going in with, so let's hop right into another Legacy League. Lego. Yeah, David, I was a little surprised because I saw at first, when I first checked on the poll, it was actually 100% for Pioneer. And then you voted and Richie voted, putting it 50-50. And I basically decided, okay, I saw that at like 5:30, and I was like, well, basically the next one's going to decide it, and we got 1 vote. We got 1 vote for Legacy that pushed it over the edge. On the draw, I probably have to mulligan this. No Black Source and a Wasteland. My only 2-drop is Munitions Expert. Yeah, I'd probably have to mulligan that. That's only a little bit better. but I think we can keep it because we have the Vial and we go down Lieutenant. Scrubland. Oh. Well, that sucks. Punished for bad keep. Alright. Let's get a basic and Vial. Probably should have gotten the Badlands in case I draw a basic. I could have Munitions Expert for one, but the odds of that being relevant seems slim. I really thought they were going to take the Vial and not the Lackey, but what them taking the Lackey tells me is that they didn't have removal. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. So is this Reanimator? Huh. Yeah, I still have Vial. Absolutely put the counter on Vial. Alright, there is a land, and we're just going to pass. Ooh, our opponent is stumbling. And I think we're not going to play the Munitions Expert. Muxus? Alright. Probably just pass. My opponent and I are both stumbling. Reanimator, they are the only deck I think of that plays Unmask. Yeah, that's my thought. The Scrublands is throwing me off a little, though. But the Delta makes sense. Let's see what they get with the Delta. That might be more of a tell towards Reanimator. Alright. Mardu. The white could just be a splash for, like, swords or something, or more likely Path to Exile. Because Reanimator cares more about their opponent getting... Alright, well, they're almost definitely... Oh, they did it to themselves. Oh, okay. Alright, and they can animate Dead the Chancellor now. That's a little rough for us. Yeah, it's really rough, actually. I guess we just try to see if we can race at all. There's not really much of a point. Yes, we will absolutely put the counter on Vial, play the Mountain, and we'll just pass. We can actually, like, deal with taking damage from a Chancellor for a couple of turns, but not forever. I guess the upside is, so we know one of the cards in their hand is Thoughtseize. The upside is, if they opt to keep attacking, we may actually be able to win the race. So they're almost definitely going to take Muxus, but I think we're still going to put in Chainwhirler. Yes, we will use Vial's ability. Yeah, and we're just gonna let him have it. Yeah, there's like little to no question they take the Muxus. Yeah, they actually can't attack because we start winning the race. We will put a counter on Vial. I was gonna say we'd love to draw a Ringleader. Warchief's not like awful. Unfortunately, what we can't do is we can't swing in with the Chainwhirler. Actually, no. If we swing in with the Chainwhirler, Munitions Expert kills. So actually, yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Because it'll be first strike damage. Oh, children. Right, I forgot about that card. Tin Fist style. Yeah. So if they block, we may actually be able to kill it. Depending on what's in their hand, of course. Okay, they opted not to block. Probably reasonable. Looting. That's a bit of a yikes. And by that I mean it's absolutely a yikes. We're not going to put the counter on file because we're trying to draw Ringleader. War Marshal's not amazing. And it's probably not worth it to play War Marshal here. Let's just keep up the bluff, make them think we have Ringleader or something in our hand. Casting of the flashback, okay. No on the vial. Let me draw. Wasteland doesn't feel awful. I feel like wastelanding a scrubland is not the worst outcome for us. But let's go in with the attacks and see how that goes. All right, let's let... Actually, no. Let's just Munition Expert here. Oh. Yeah, we're going to pay the 1. We're going to destroy this scrubland and go from there. See what they... See how their turn goes. We've essentially turned off Reanimate for them. Because Chancellor costs 7, let me just kill on the crackback. Oh, okay. Yeah, that works too. I mean, I'm pretty... Unless they're running goblins of their own, I'm pretty sure they're just dead. I mean, we can also just kill our own Muxus. Damn. All 3 are Munition Experts? That's pretty solid. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's bring in Surgical Extraction for sure. Goblin Settler is probably not good enough. Like, we don't really care about blowing up their lands that much, do we? I don't think we do. Cratermaker super meh. But I guess if we can get an early enough, Earwig Squad can be solid. Like exiling 3 of their major threats. Like exiling 3 of their major threats out of their deck could actually be relevant. Mindbreak Trap is not important. maybe it's worth it to bring in Earwig Squad. It's also just a 5/3 beat stick. And we bring in Pithing Needle to name Gristlebrand. So we probably actually go down Cratermaker because they're not that great in this matchup. Dealing 2 is not really relevant. We care more about our Gempalms and our Munitions Experts, which can end up dealing more. Mons is fine. Sling-Gang is probably a little too slow. We probably want to go down like a Prospector and maybe Chainwhirler. Yeah, Chainwhirler just feels like he doesn't do enough. Well, this hand is probably not keepable, but I don't know, maybe we have 3 lands. One of them's a Wasteland. Skirk Prospector, Gempalm, and Muxus. No Vial makes this hand a little rough, but I feel like we could get there. If we draw right, we could get there with cheese off of Skirk Prospector. We're going to try this. We're up a game. We're on the draw. Let's give it a shot. Like, if we get Thoughtseize and they reanimate our Muxus, that's what they do. Looting, okay. Yo, Ben, what's going on, my guy? Thank you for chiming in. Hope you're excited to see a little more Legacy. I don't know how much you've been watching, but oh, hydrate or die. Oh no, where's my water bottle? The water bottle. I will have to drink my seltzer for now, but I will run out after this game and redeem hydrate or die. Oh boy, not good for us. Not looking good for our hero, everybody. We're about to see a Grizzlebrand. Yeah. We probably lose this game. And by that, I mean we've almost definitely just lost against Black Red Reanimator splashing white. Ooh. Just started, so we're up a game against Black Red Reanimator, but we're about to be even with Black Red Reanimator. Grizzlebrand's gonna just nuke us out of this game. Black Red Reanimator is a very powerful deck. Yep. Go ahead. Take my only answer. See, I was really hoping they like didn't have the Chrome Mox because then I felt like, oh, it might be possible that we can survive. But I feel like it's not gonna happen. No, we're just gonna, yeah, no. We're gonna try that again. There was literally 0 coming back from that. That was probably the fastest game 2 I have ever played. So we're going to Epic Game 3 against Reanimator. Reanimator feels like a bad matchup. Well, this is a 1-lander with a Vial. There is no graveyard hate. It feels like we actually just straight die. I feel like we have to mulligan this. Like, I almost feel like if the Wasteland was a Badlands, I'd be more tempted to keep it because I could lead off with Lackey. starting to noodle. Like we could be daring and try this, but I don't think it's the right call. I think we have to mulligan that. That is worse. That is actually worse. The port could help us, but we're gonna just have to try this. Bottom of vial. We don't need another vial. All right. Let's see. Maybe their hand isn't just a turn one. Oh, they revealed Chancellor of the Annex. That's not fun. Yeah, black-red can be so disgustingly explosive. And they have so much backup, it's kind of unreal. That surgical helps us a lot, though. That surgical actually helps us a ton. Because the minute they try to put something... Well, we wait for them to try to reanimate, and then we surgical it. Yes, we'll put a counter on Vial. And we will Bloodstained Mire, get a Badlands. And so we could Matron. We could Matron, tutor for Lackey, attempt to get in a hit with Lackey, but if they have discard, it's probably just not worth it. But maybe we should Matron. Make them think we're putting the shields down, so maybe they won't make them think we're putting the shields down, so maybe they won't unmask our Thoughtseize us, and they'll just attempt to reanimate, and we can just surgical kill them. All right, let's just Vial in the Lackey and maybe hope for the best, I guess. They may have an answer to the Lackey, but we'll see. Oh, they bin the Chancellor. Okay. Yes, we will put a counter on Vial. Draw for turn. Prospector. Okay. Well, that's certainly something. Let's go attacking and see if we get the Muxus hit. We do. Is this gonna be enough? Oh, wow, those are hits. 1, 2, wow. These go to the bottom. Mogg War Marshal comes down. Wow, those were hits. And now the live Gempalm in our hand. Yeah, I don't know. They might. I guess I love how my opponent's like, yeah, red black Grammatic can be pretty explosive. I guess goblins can too, apparently. So now we have the Gempalm for removal if they bring back Chancellor, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goblins, it's gonna kill pretty much anything in their deck. And if we also have surgical, so I'm feeling pretty good. Four out of 6 is pretty effing good. I'm glad our opponent seems like they're being a good sport about it. Yep, they get the fetch. So they would basically have to have 2 unmasks to have a chance. Our opponent is also a streamer. So, yeah, guys, make sure, if it's the same name, I'm going to ask. All right, so they have 1 unmask. Guys, follow Legacy Brew Pub. Legacy Brew Pub. I'm going to type that in the chat right now. Follow Legacy Brew Pub. Check them out. I can't look now because I don't want to see your hand. Well, I guess is it right to Chancellor right now? Or to Surgical Chancellor? It probably is. Hello, my also beautiful best friend. I am so glad you got to chime in. Guys, do we Surgical the Chancellor? Like, I feel like... do we? I don't know. Like, maybe we let them decide what they take and go from there. I mean, I think we're in the favored position here, like, by a good margin. And if we live a turn, we can Matron for another Gempalm. Yeah, actually, I think we just let them have it. Yeah, we let them have it because either way, the odds are we're going to live a turn. I think MTG, man, I appreciate that. I love you too. Opponent, I don't think that was the right call, but I mean, maybe it just like literally doesn't matter. Oh, you're a savage. Stone cold savage. I mean, we let them have that, right? Because it like literally doesn't matter. It's not working out. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, man, Muxus is going to make this pretty hard. Alright, so we're going to... It has haste anyway, so we're not going to pay for the Mogg War Marshal trigger. Or Echo trigger, rather. We are going to put a counter on Vial. Yeah, I, like, really don't think it matters what our opponent does. I did have 11 damage on board with it, but like, does that really matter with Mucky Boy? So maybe Prospector's the right call. No, let's just Vial in Matron. Let's get our Munitions Expert. And let's just go to kill the Sling-Gang. Yes, I'd like to use Munition Expert's ability. Alright, and we are just going to go 1, 2, 3. Do we just swing with everything? I mean, yeah, I think we just swing with everything. This Muxus is huge. That's a 13-13 Muxus. And I guess we just put Skirk Prospector in off of Lackey, so that way we can keep up Gempalm Incinerator again. Things are not looking good for our opponent. Sling-Gang, I like literally forgot Sling-Gang was a card in my deck, even though I was staring at my copy of it on my opponent's board. I did. My opponent's like, I'm sure you had, I don't know if you can see, but he says, I'm sure you had your reasons, but then you have Gempalm in hand. I did, but my main reason for grabbing Munitions Expert is just all right, everybody. Our opponent is going to give us a follow. So, and yeah, I was just informing them about how I get very tunnel visioned. It is my worst trait in MTG. All right. So we're gonna take a quick pause. I am going to grab my water bottle, and then I will come back for another game. BRB. Howdy, everybody. I see, so I have to redeem 2 Hydrator die. Hydrator die, again, means everyone has to hydrate, so everybody drink some water. 1 redemption. 2 redemption. I also see 1 get me abs, so that means 10 sit-ups. I shall do 10 sit-ups right now before I go to the next game. If you'll notice, I've started wearing comfy clothes so that when I work out, I don't want to die. That was fun. Legacy Brewpub, let me drop you a follow quick. Why can I not? Oh. It says I followed you. Huh. I'm going to go double check that right now.
Testing.
Alright, that was weird. For some reason it said I followed you, but I didn't. But you are now followed. Oh, stop it, computer. Computer, what are you doing? That's weird. Oh, that's why. We figured it out, everybody. Cool. All right, we are good, and let us get back to the magic. I'm so ready for this. I am happy to be playing Legacy. Yeah, Brewpub, the reanimated matchup doesn't feel great for Goblins. It feels like we have to have a pretty explosive hand, and you have to have a relatively slow start and stumble for us to like really have a chance. But I don't know. It was still a fun game. It was 3 good games. I mean, you know, game 1 was a great game. Game 2, you turn 1 Grizzlebrand to me, and game 3, I turn 2 Muxus to you. So I don't know how many people want to call those great games, but I still had fun. I hope you did. We're already paired for match 2, and let's see what they have in store for us. On the draw again. We would really love to not be on the draw. That is an atrocious hand. That is a snap mulligan. Like, absolutely snap mulligan. This hand at least has a vial in it, but I'm pretty sure it's still garbage. The vial is tempting. We have vial and port. If we bottom a ringleader, that doesn't feel terrible. Our opponent mulled a 5. And where on the draw, I think we can kind of keep this hand. Bottom a ringleader. If it didn't have exactly port and vial, I wouldn't be keeping it. But either way, I want to try this hand. I wouldn't call this super greedy. I mean, there's a lot of low curve creatures in my deck. It feels like we could draw into something good. Plus, we're on the draw and we have a Rishadan Port. Like, this really doesn't feel like god awful. Ponder, okay. Ponder seems solid. It's a great card. a second Rishadan Port. And let's see if our Vial gets forced. It might. It legitimately might. Our opponent is forcing the Vial. That's a little rough. It does make our hand a lot worse, but we are seeing our opponent with our control, maybe not control. Ooh, Arcanist, that's rough. Free cantrips are not where we want our opponent to be. I bottomed you! Go away! Alright, and I guess we'll just tap down the Tundra. We're not really doing anything this turn anyway. Gonna hit us, get back Ponder. So this did end up being a super greedy hand. But ooh, Astrolabe. More card draw. Well, at least now there's nothing. At least now there is nothing for them to get back with Arcanist. So I actually don't feel terrible about putting Warchief in here. And if they're holding on to a force in their hand and they opt to exile something, which they didn't, it feels like we might be able to get a little aggressive now. Okay. Another Astrolabe. Okay, they're digging, which we're okay with. Brainstorm's actually a rough one to have off of Dreadhorde Arcanist. That one is actually rough. And a fetch land to fetch away the bad stuff. Gonna get another Brainstorm off of Arcanist. This might be bad for us. We'd love to draw a Cavern so that we could safely play our Ringleader and our Muxus. Like, that would be the best case scenario. What did they exile with Force? Daze. They exiled Force with Daze. Also, our opponent not responding to our good luck, have fun. Very control player. Very control player vibes. I mean, we're still winning the race. We'd love to draw a Cavern. Like, if we draw a Cavern right now, we feel amazing. Because we draw a Cavern, we go Ringleader, next turn, uncounterable Muxus. Like, best draw we can probably get right now would be Cavern of Souls. Yep. Let the damage go through. Counterbalance. Okay. Well, now we definitely want Cavern of Souls. That's not a Cavern. But let's play the Port, and let's play the Skirk Prospector. They're going to get their counterbalance trigger. Let's see what's on top of their deck. It'll help us know if our Ringleader's getting through. I don't think Miracles really runs any not to use Counterbalance's ability. You may reveal the top card. Okay, so we get Prospector, and let's see if we can get Ringleader to land. They need to have a 4-drop on top of their deck, which seems very unlikely in their deck. Chooses not to use it. Okay. I bet we bottom a Cavern of Souls. No, we did not. Okay. And Lackey feels pretty good. So we definitely don't want them to draw Terminus here. Oh, I should have... Cool counterbalance art is very cool counterbalance art. Haven't really gotten to see it before. Yeah, I actually really like the invocations. Yes, I was about to say there were... Well, I said there aren't many. I don't think they run many. Yeah, they run Jace the Mind Sculptor. I'm realizing now I should have sacked Skirk Prospector to play Lackey, and then Lackey would have hit Muxus. But depending on how the turn goes, we may still be able to do that. I'm just so glad this deck doesn't have Sensei's Divining Top anymore. We'd still love to draw a Cavern of Souls. Like, drawing Cavern of Souls would feel fire. Cavern of Souls and Red Elemental Blast are probably the best cards in our 75 against this deck. I'm always trying to think what we bring into the board. We definitely bring in Surgical to deal with Arcanist for, early on when Arcanist, like, in a situation like this, when they had, like, almost no cards in their hand, if they went to hit Brainstorm, Surgical and Brainstorm would have been absolutely fire. But we didn't get that opportunity. Turn target permanent card with cover mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. This spell was cast from the graveyard and make copy spell. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, that's actually pretty sick. And in theory, Arcanist can return that if they get its power up enough. And that's the same as casting it from graveyard. Wow, that's pretty incredible, actually. Bolt the Warchief. That's rough. That's very rough. Yeah, I'll let it happen. I mean, we have another Ringleader, and they probably bolt the Ringleader. Yeah, they bolt the Ringleader. We do have another Ringleader, so we're a little less scared, but we're very ahead in the race. There's a Wasteland. So that is a land for Daze Protection. Alright, let's just play the Ringleader. See if they have Jace on top of their deck. They could Brainstorm. They could absolutely Brainstorm. Okay, so they have Prismatic Fist on top. Let's see if we get anything off Ringleader. Gempalm and Munitions Expert aren't bad hits. Let's swing. And maybe we do play the Lackey just to bait damage away. Yeah, let's play the Lackey. We know they've got Vista on top. We're not scared of Vista. Like, the only other thing I could have thought would have been, second Arcanist. That's a little rough, but there's no hit for it right now. I'm pretty sure we actually got this now. Cratermaker? Cratermaker doesn't actually do much for us. I guess we could try to Muxus for the win. Like sack Prospector to itself, Muxus. They have to have a 6-drop. I don't actually know if they have any 6-drops in the deck. Excuse me. And or we could. The other thing we can do is we can just Incinerator Munitions Expert, but with Counterbalance out, the safe route is probably to go Incinerator into Munitions Expert. Hope they don't have a 2-drop on top of their deck. The all-out plan would be Muxus, and we're an all-out kind of channel, so I feel like we go for Muxus here. Like, if they have a counterspell, I am very, very sad. And I actually say we sack the Ringleader. In case, I don't know. Let's see what you got. Let's see if you have a 6-drop on top of your deck. Ooh, Terminus. Oh, baby. He had a Ponder on top. Do we get any good hits off of Muxus? A Matron and a Lackey, that's it. Well, that was depressing. Yeah, I guess we'll get... well, that was kind of a poopy move on my part, but we should play it safe. I guess what I can do, though, is... yeah, we can actually just, like, cycle Gempalm, and, like, we can kill Dreadhorde. So, maybe we just grab another Gempalm. Yeah, let's just grab another Gempalm. Because, like, we can sack Matron and one of the Lackeys to Gempalm one of the Arcanists. They can't counter it, and that's probably it. We know they're drawing a Ponder. Get a Muxus. I mean, I'm pretty sure that at this point they're dead no matter what we do. Play the Ponder. Yep. Another Muxus kind of feels like stupid overkill, but it might have been the right call. Alright, so they drew a card off of Ponder. Oh. Oh, that's dangerous. Yeah, that's gonna resolve, unfortunately. And I think before combat, I have to just kill that. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill the Mentor there. Like, don't love the thought of killing Mentor there, but I think we have to. If they want to spend their turn pondering, that's fine. Yep. They're digging. Yep. Like, yeah, if they draw a path, we're sad. Like, if Ponder finds the path, we're very sad. But let's go to blocks. They found the path. Okay. I guess David was right. I should have got another Muxus. Yeah. No. I know. See if they got a 2-drop on top of their deck. Which they might. They opted not to use it. Okay. So that'll resolve. It'll kill one of the Arcanists. Arcanist is such a good card. Like, just super good. Yeah, we're going to kill that one, and then we are going to cycle to kill Dreadhorde Arcanist, the other one. Stop their excessive card draw. Card draw. All right, so they scoop. We bring in Red Elemental Blast, bring in Warping Wail, we bring in Surgical, and Earwig Squad's probably not relevant enough. And I actually didn't see Delver, so Piledriver may not be worth it. Cratermaker, we probably go down to one Cratermaker. Gempalm's fine. Probably go down to Prospector. Probably go down to Chainwhirler. Muxus is a touch slow. One Sling-Gang. And let's go down. No, we want Ringleader to draw cards. Let's go down Pashalik Mons. He just doesn't do enough. And I think that's fine. Yeah, Arcanist is insanely strong. Card just does, like, its home is Legacy. Like, getting to go Brainstorm, ding, fetch away the bad cards, Brainstorm again on attacks, and if you have 2 out, getting to cast 2 additional spells every turn for free, very, very strong card. I think it's one of those cards that when it first got printed, it was like, oh wow, you have to like pump its power to 4 to make it any relevant spell, and then some dude was just like, you realize every relevant spell in Legacy is like 1, right? And people were like, oh, card's good. Like, card is very good. Card is very, very, very good. Well, our opponent is taking their sweet time sideboarding. We were ready 10 minutes ago. Almost looks like the art kind of like pops out of the card. I just think that's really cool. There we go. All right. What would our opponent like to do? If one of those Wastelands was a Badlands, I'd feel better about it. Because if our Vial gets countered, we just lose this game. So we're gonna mulligan. Cavern makes this feel much better. It's still not great, but we have a Red Elemental Blast and a Warping Wail. We're going to try this binning the Munitions Expert. Yep, I got nothing. Astrolabe card is great. Like, I really hate to say that I think Astrolabe is bannable in Legacy, but it is probably actually just bannable in Legacy. Let's do the mountain and pass. That way, if they try to counterbalance, I can just say no, and then if they want to force the Reb, that's fine, because I'm about to have a Cavern. Oh, Astrolabe? Preordain. I feel like I'd rather save the red for a more prominent spell, or killing a Delver. Another Astrolabe, okay. Astrolabe's so strong. Cavern, naming Goblin. And I think that's all we got for now. I probably should have led with the port. But we can still Warping Wail their, if they try to play. Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying Delver. Like, they're almost definitely not Delver. Alright, I think I know what we're going to do, actually. I hate to put the shields down, but, Vial. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We are going to Bloodstained Mire, fetch, get a basic. And we are going to cast Warping Wail. If they try to counter it, we'll Reb. If this resolves, we'll Vial. I'll be very surprised if it resolves. Like, very surprised. And thank you for pointing out, David, I did forget about Back to Basics as a card. Card's phenomenal, though. All right, and now we will Vial. Unless they're debating whether or not they want to counter a Vial. But, all right, well, they didn't. So we're going to let that go. Yeah, Vial just feels like super not great now. All right, opponent. Shields are down, so do your thing. I don't know how Goblins, like, really is against, like, control-style decks like Miracles or, like, 4-color Udo Control. Like, it feels like between Cavern and Vial, we can do really well against the control-style decks, but it also kind of feels like there's a lot of times where we just get booped on. Because they just go, I have every counterspell ever printed, and we're just like, that's rough. We didn't draw Cavern, and you 4-star Vial. Cool, we lose. We drew Cavern, and you didn't 4-star Vial. We probably win. Although turn 3 Vial might make it a little too late, and I'm not drawing creatures. Granted, we did pull the creature count down a little bit, but still not feeling too hot. If this port was like a 2-drop or a 1-drop, I'd feel good. Oh, another Arcanist. Alright, yes, we are absolutely going to put another counter on Vial. Ringleader. Ringleader might just be better here. Yeah. We're gonna attempt to Ringleader. Prospector and Matron does not feel terrible. We are not going to bother attacking because they can just bounce it off. Again, I don't love having the shields down when it comes to Red Elemental Blast. Not having Red Elemental Blast up, rather, but Ringleader did draw us 2 cards, and that's relevant. We weren't finding creatures. We needed to find them. Back to Basics would hurt. It wouldn't be backbreaking, but it would hurt, for sure. think we just let them deal 1 to us, because our damage output is a lot greater than 1. Like, we're really just not scared. Yo, Colin, welcome to the stream. How'd your day go, man? I'm sorry, I know you voted for Pioneer in the poll, and I'm sorry we're playing Legacy, but I hope you still will enjoy the stream tonight. We just let them in. Our damage output is so much bigger than 1 damage. Like, I'm really not that afraid of them hitting us for 1 every turn with a Dreadhorde Arcanist. Yep, no blocks. Okay. Day went well, had a long day at work, but we are now done with work and we are streaming, which is always a blast. It's going good. We're 1-0 right now. We beat Black Red Reanimator. I don't really know how, but we did. Alright. Pithing Needle naming Vial's a little rough. So let's put in Skirk Prospector now. We don't really have a way to deal with the needle, unfortunately. So we're almost definitely going to name Vial. And we're playing against Miracles right now. We're up a game, but it's, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of starting to feel a little dwindling. Sword Splash and Hades Prospector, that's rough, but it's rough, but not unreasonable. We'll just keep putting the counter on Vial. Like, I sincerely doubt it'll be relevant at all, but just in the off chance. So they could be holding on to Force, but if they're not, Warchief into Munitions Expert feels pretty good. But so does holding up Red Elemental Blast. Yeah, let's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could get Muxus and just hope to draw a land with Matron. Uncounterable Muxus is probably really tough for them to answer. So maybe we uncounterable Warchief? Yeah, let's uncounterable Warchief and see if they counter Munitions Expert. Let's see if Munitions Expert gets countered. It would not be unreasonable for them to counter it. But does our opponent know that is the question. Oh, okay. That works as well. That's unfortunate. Yeah, now I'm realizing the right call was almost definitely Matron. We can still play Matron next turn, get Muxus, and if we draw a land, then we're in even better shape. Plus, we'll have Red Elemental Blast. Again, we're not scared of our opponent hitting us for 1. We're scared when they finally play their Monastery Mentor, and then our Muxus can't compete. Already seen 2 swords, though, so maybe it's unlikely they'll draw another one. They shuffled with the Ponder, so in their top 3, they didn't see anything they wanted. Which is a lot like when your opponents in Modern, like, scry 2 to the bottom and then draw. I was like, okay, they didn't have anything they wanted in the top. That's promising. Teferi is rough. Bouncing the Astrolabe, okay. Interesting. Yep. Probably going to Swords to Plowshare. Yep. Probably going to target Ringleader. Happy to take the one there. Not going to block. We're not afraid of taking 1 damage at a time. Yep, we keep the... Yep, we're going to keep using Vial's ability. We're going to draw. Mogg War Marshal. Okay, so we're definitely going to 1, 2, 3. Matron. We will grab Muxus. And maybe we just kill Teferi with Munitions Expert? Yeah, that doesn't seem unreasonable. Maybe now we Marshal? Or do we hold up the Red Elemental Blast? War Marshal will get us more power on the board. So maybe... No. Let's hold up the Blast. Let's hold up the Reb. Reb is a good card. This league already feels like it's going to take a lot longer than the last Legacy League, but that's because we played Miracles round 2. We did not play Miracles at all in the last stream. Ponder, okay. Muxus is also strong. That is a fact. Muxus is quite strong, especially in the Goblins deck. And we've already seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of our lands. So there is a good chance we hit hard off of Muxus. Losing Warchief was a little rough, but we could hit another one. Ugh, Mentor is rough. Mentor puts us in a position where we absolutely need to find a land right now. Or Skirk Prospector. We'd be okay with a Skirk Prospector. Because finding a Skirk Prospector gets us a second mana, so to speak, because we can sack Matron and Munitions Expert. Well, actually, probably sack like Matron and the Skirk Prospector, because that way we can attack with more creatures. So unless our opponent finds a land with this Ponder, our opponent's tapped out. So if we draw a land and we can like Windmill Slam Muxus, that could end up being backbreaking for our opponent. We're absolutely going to take the 1. They didn't find a land. Do we find a land or a Skirk Prospector is the question. We did not. And Matron does not find us a Skirk Prospector. But what she does find us is a Warchief for the future. That Mentor's going to get very out of hand, though. So... yeah. Let's Matron for a Gempalm and cycle the Gempalm on the Mentor before that Mentor gets way too crazy. Yes, we will Gempalm. And then we will cycle it now. We just need to get rid of the Mentor. If we don't, we're in so much trouble. Yes. Draw. It's not a land. But Cratermaker does blow up Pithing Needle, which is very relevant. Because then we can just file in a Muxus, and that can get dumb. Okay, so maybe that wasn't terrible. Yep. So that one monk is going to get pretty big. I'm not going to go get a cookie. I don't have cookies. Oh. Well, that's rough. Alright. Yeah, that's really rough. I mean, we're going to take a beating this turn, but our life total's a 21, and we can go Cratermaker, blow up the needle, regardless. And if we draw a land, we really don't worry about that. Like, if we draw a land here, we probably still just Windmill Slam Muxus. Yep. Absolutely put the counter on Vial. Yes, we will use Vial's ability. Another Gempalm. Okay. So let's... Yeah, let's Cratermaker. And let's just pass. Like, okay, so we're going to respond to the prowess trigger by cycling. And we're going to target the monk. Yep. Draw. We drew a land. And then we are going to sacrifice Cratermaker to destroy a colorless non-land permanent. Yep. Destroy the needle. And let's hope they don't have another needle. We're at least not like hard banking on the file anymore because we did draw the Badlands, but we'd still prefer to like file in Muxus in case we draw something really good. They could just bolt our face too. Not to death, but they can bolt us pretty good. Another mentor would be rough, but not unbeatable. Another mentor's rough, but again, not unbeatable. So they're going to get a single 1/1. Yeah, we got to hope our Muxus hit is actually, like, pretty solid. Yep. Yep, go ahead and get your Ponder. Our Muxus hit actually used to be good. Yeah, if Muxus hits good, I'm not concerned. If Muxus doesn't, I'm very concerned. Like, we could hit Savage and just crush our opponent right now. But see what happens. Yeah, no, definitely gonna... Oh, and they just played an Astrolabe. I feel so much better about our Muxus hits. Because unless they play a land and can leave up Swords to Plowshare, I feel better. Darn. So that's a lot of creatures. Like, we actually like need to hit pretty good off of Muxus. Maybe our opponent can mill themselves out. No, we need to hit good off of Muxus. If we hit good off of Muxus, this could be our game again. Yes, we will put a counter on Vial. Draw for turn. Excuse me. Let's Muxus first. Yes, we will use Vial's ability to put in Muxus. See what we hit. Wasn't a very good Muxus hit. It's not a good Muxus hit. So, Matron for another Muxus. Hope we're not dead. That's the vibe I'm getting. Yep, just Matron for another Muxus. And War Marshal. We might we actually might want to rev that. Get some more blockers. I'm sorry if the clicking is annoying. Yeah, I revved it, as you can probably see by now. It was more a question of, like, I'm more wondering if we're just straight dead at this point. We're at 15. It's not looking great for us. I just want to make sure I'm clicking so that I can get through my stuff as quick as possible. Because even if we lose the game at this point, our opponent, it seems more likely that our opponent will time out. Wow. These are some games. They could play another power class, and then we're actually just dead. Getting back to Fairy Time Reveler. You're going to bounce my Muxus? I mean, if you really want to give me 2 Muxus hits next turn, if I live this turn, I'm okay with that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. We might survive. Probably not. Not looking so hot anymore. That bolt is gonna hurt. Um, 4, 8, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, no, we're just dead, but we're gonna make our opponent rummage through everything. So I think we're fine. All right, David. I made you a moderator for a reason. Do your thing. Ban this bot. We're just gonna send it back. I think our plan is time our opponent out. Thank you, David. I knew you could do it. I had faith in you. That Muxus hit was so atrocious. Our opponent at that point had to be confident we weren't going to live. All right, yes, we will play. We are going to mulligan that. His hand is awful, but it's definitely like a little bit better. Been Sling-Gang done. Mire, pass. Get a mountain. Port, Cratermaker, pass. Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought I had to type things in. Probably should have led with Warchief, but whatever. Yeah, we are like, we might like actively be on the time our opponent out plan. Which I don't love the thought of being on that plan, but might just be the way we have to go. All right, let's just War Marshal. I doubt they'll end up playing a relevant creature, but if they do. Oh, well, there's that relevant creature. Let's attempt to expert now. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Alright, we are not gonna pay it. Matron. Yes, we will use Matron's ability. We will get Gempalm Incinerator. We will swing for 2. We will play Lackey. Probably should have Matron for something a little bigger than Gempalm, but Gempalm's gonna kill the monk. Oh, name Gempalm. Okay. I see you, opponent. I see you, opponent. I don't miss Ponder in Modern, like, at all. I guess we just Warping Wail. If Lackey hits, we're just gonna hard cast the gem or play the Gempalm. Hope they don't draw Pyroclasm. Oh boy. Not a great spot for us to be in. Oh, well. That may have been a mistake. Oh, we might be dead. And now we play the Hope We're Not Dead game. Alright, it seems like we might be okay. Like, I hate the thought of winning this way, but... Yeah, it looks like our opponent's not going to be able to do anything. It looks like we're going to win the timeout. Yeah, we'll go to blocks. No. Wow. Woo! Yeah, no, definitely a win is a win. I just like I don't know, that was actually really intense. So intense as a matter of fact that I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. We'll be right back, everybody. All right, everybody, we are back. Colin, it is and it isn't. For miracles, it's actually not that uncommon. The deck plays very, very, very control-y. And when Sensei's Divining Top was still legal, it was like it was bad. Sorry, trying to make sure we're good. Okay. When Divining Top was legal in Legacy, it was actually like 90% of why it was banned was because it was making tournaments take too long. Like every turn somebody would have to spend like 5 or 6, like, at least like 15, 20 seconds looking at the top 3, deciding what they want. It got brutal. It added a lot of time to the game, and it made it very, very tough for people to like actually kind of enjoy the tournament, because if they played against Miracles, they knew they were spending, you know, 40 minutes of that 50-minute round doing nothing but watching their opponent think. He who is in the water. That's a terrifying name. This hand doesn't feel awful with Skirk Prospector. It actually feels okay, and we have a Cavern. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try it. Our opponent seems like a good sport. All right, Wasteland seems rough here. Goblin. Okay. Skirk Prospector. And pass. Either that or it's Cthulhu. Huh. Yeah, I'm not. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going into the hot tub with our opponent. That would definitely cross some boundaries, I'm sure. Lucky. Slappy Lackey. And let's... Another brainstorm. Okay, okay. I really hope our opponent thinks I'm funny and not just weird. I am weird, and I don't mind being weird. I just really hope they don't think I'm, like, actually just weird. Ooh! Ooh! Oh! Oh my god, wait. Are we gonna get to show and tell a Muxus? Oh my god, we're gonna get to show and tell a Muxus. Oh, baby! Oh. Sneak attack's a little rough. Well, that was just awful. God, that was terrible. Yeah, Emrakul's pretty Undecipherable. Confirmed. Yours is bigger. Are we just dead? Like, we're obviously not dead, but I mean, what can Muxus do at this point? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, we can't even. Or maybe if we, like, if we leave Warchief 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we leave Warchief, there's no guarantee. I almost feel like if I sack, okay, hang on. So if I sack Mogg War Marshal to yes, he did throw a spaghetti monster at us. So if I go sack, that'll actually up our body count. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can leave. I can actually leave both one land and a Warchief. That way, if they try to Emrakul again, okay. So actually, that is what we're gonna do. We're going to, and then we are going to sack Mogg War Marshal. Oh well. I guess our plan failed. Okay, but we still get the token. So okay, well, we let them go to attacks. All right, so we have to figure out what we're sacrificing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Oh, wait. We just leave Lackey behind. Yeah. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lackey will put in the Cratermaker if they try to Emrakul us again. Wasteland, go to combat. Put in the Cratermaker. So that can blow up an Emrakul. Should I maybe blow up the Astrolabe so they're robbed of red mana? I can't believe I did that. Huh. Well, I have to thank our opponent for the great game on the stream. Okay, so we're definitely bringing in the Warping Wails, we're bringing in Red Elemental Blast, we're bringing in Pithing Needle, and I don't actually think Surgical is much, but Earwig Squad is decent. Guys, I can't believe we won that game. I can't believe we survived a turn 3 Emrakul with haste. Chainwhirler's bad. Incinerator is bad. Excuse me. Actually, no. Yeah. Oh, and we no, 2 Cratermakers is probably fine. Let's go down a Prospector, a Lackey, a single vial, and let's go down a Mons. Mons feels like it doesn't do enough. Hand feels a little slow against Show and Tell, but we do have a turn 1 Vial into a War Marshal into a Matron if they Show and Tell. Plus we have the Cavern. We're on the draw though. I have to mulligan. This feels better. We're gonna keep and we'll bin Sling-Gang. At least if they try to Show and Tell, we have Muxus. We're slowly getting people in. It's all part of the plan. Ponder. Sneak and Show is a deck I would absolutely play on stream. I've always loved Sneak and Show as a deck. Yeah, like, if they Show and Tell us here, slamming a Muxus again feels pretty solid. If it hits good. If it hits good. And we do lower our creature count when we board, so hard to say. Volk, alright. Petal. Alright. So our opponent just outright has the sneak attack. We're dead. We lose. We're so dead. We are so dead. See, that's what Sneak and Show can do. If our opponent wanted to dig more, they probably could have killed us that turn, but they opted not to. Yeah, guys, I'm getting the feeling it's very over. I'm really feeling like it's over, y'all. Yep. We did. We did. Yeah, maybe we just run it back. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's some argument for surgical, and like they sack the Grizzlebrand to their sneak attack, and then we get to surgical away all the Grizzlebrands. I mean, I'm sure there's argument for that, but I don't think it's enough. That Muxus was so solid. Maybe I should board in the other Cratermaker. Yeah, let's board in the other Cratermaker and go down to Warchief. We're actually not trying to get stupid aggressive against our opponent. We're just trying to keep them off the combo long enough to kill them. Needle is in there for sneak attack. Needle naming sneak attack is a relevant play. And we're on the play this game, so that's definitely something. It's quite a game. we'll take the play. Hand kind of seems terrible against our opponent. Hand seems more tolerable. Let's hope they don't have the turn 1. We can actually go down a cavern. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Hope they don't have the turn 1. Being able to counter a potential show and tell is relevant with Warping Wail. It could get forced, but we kind of got to play to our outs. We got to play to our outs. We got to survive a turn. If we can do that, we're not in terrible shape. If we can't do that, we're in terrible shape. Because, you know, if they have the turn 1, we're definitely just dead. Our opponent's thinking. I don't like when they think. Bubbly left. I think we're dead. Our opponent fetched, we're almost definitely dead. Oh, we're so dead. Oh. Well, we're not in good shape, I'll tell you that much. No! Oh my god, we would have had it! Alright, let's just... Oh, opponent, why? Alright, let's just play the port. Let's just pass, tap down their island, see what happens. If they didn't use Pyroclasm there, we would have had a turn to Muxus. Ponder? Okay. Alright, so we can Wasteland, which is relevant. They shuffle. Oh, they chose not to shuffle. Okay. Maybe we're not Wastelanding here. Maybe we are playing the uncounterable Lackey and porting the Volcanic Island. Yeah. We're going to port the Volk. I don't love it. I probably could have just Wastelanded it, but... we shall see. Okay. Okay, we have Warping Wail. So I'm not, like, terrified of that. Alright. Play the mountain. So, we have to go for the Warping Wail on the Artisan, right? I think we do. Yeah, we almost definitely do. Exile target creature with power, toughness 1 or less. And let's do that. It's not what I expected to use Warping Wail for in this matchup, but it's what we're using it for, everybody. Whew. Oh my god, it worked. Oh my god, it worked. Go to combat. Attack. Get ready to windmill slam a Muxus. Oh, what a hit! Whoo! Okay. Cancel. Wow. Holy Toledo, guys. We are 3-0 with Goblins. Oh my god. That was intense. That was really intense. Wow, okay. Wow. Oh, wow, that was a game. That was a game. My goodness. I'm excited about that game. That was a good freaking game. I am officially satisfied with the league. No matter what happens now, we have made back our entry, so we're fine. We're fine. We can now officially compete in another league. Let's see what we got. We're only going to do one tonight because I'm hungry and I want to eat after this. Oh, wow, we actually get to play? Oh my god. Oh god, 3 Muxus. I want to keep it just for the lulz, but if our Vial gets countered, we're so dead. Mulligan. Sometimes I have to be good at Magic. No. This hand just does literally nothing for 4 turns. That's fine. Like, we're going a little in on the Lackey into Muxus plan, but we're gonna try. We are going to try, everybody. Really? Another one? Oh no. This might be the artifact deck. Oh, we got another Lackey out of that. Alright, let's play the Wasteland. Yeah, let's actually just blow up the Ancient Tomb now. Ooh. Not gonna attack. That was some draw card, right? Yeah. So, what did they see? Oh, they saw Port. Okay. So they don't actually know for sure that we have Muxus. I feel like it's a little unlikely that they actually have an answer for the double Lackey hit. But we'll see. Block 1. Oh boy. Opponent that's going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me. That actually didn't hurt them that much. Let's grab... Yeah, we're going to use Matron's ability. Yes. Let's just grab Gempalm. And we could... Let's Gempalm the Hull Breacher. Like, Hull Breacher gets very scary. We got it. Wow. Alright. Trashmaster for sure. Piledriver. Settler, more land destruction because they are like pretty reliant on their ancient tombs and whatnot. And Reb. And Cratermaker. I think that's everything. I think that's all we really need against them. We'll go down Sling-Gang. We'll probably go down Ringleader. Let's go down 2 War Marshal. Let's go down a Vial and a Prospector, and I think that's fine. I think what we want to do is, I think against this deck, we just want to Windmill Slam Muxus as fast as possible. I can't believe we won that on multi-5. Oh, why couldn't this be a Badlands? Like, this is so close to being dirty. But it's not dirty enough, so we have to mulligan. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. If we get there with it, if we get it, we get it. Go down on the War Marshal. See the sign nod? LED, okay. Can this deck turn 1? Oh, it can Chalice on 1, and that's rough. Huh. I think we're just dead now. Well, Chalice is a good card. And Settler doesn't do us dirt. I guess we try to play the long game? Like, we try. We may as well try. But it does not seem good. That's a great hand! Well, not anymore, it's not. Like, I can't even cast my red. Oh, it got better. I don't care about your Chalice. Nerd! That is pretty good, actually. Oh, don't Days Undoing me. Or whatever spell you're going to use. Or Echo of Aeons? Oh, that's annoying. Ballista for 0? Our opponent had it. I think we're just like super dead now. Yeah. That was rough. That was really rough. Like, if they just had Hull Breacher, we would have been fine. Because we could have just Munitions Expert swaying Muxus. But they didn't have just Munitions. They didn't have just Hull Breacher. They had all the answers. But yes, it is a 3-2. We probably can't keep this. It just doesn't do enough. This hand might be okay enough. Yeah, we're gonna actually go down Chainwhirler. And they're going to 5. That's rough for them. If they don't have an explosive, like if they don't have a blocker on turn 1, I use Lackey to. Oh right. Gonna name Goblin. Okay, and Lackey. Lackey Slappy. If they don't have a creature on turn 1, I can swing with Lackey. I can Wasteland them here. Because that's not a basic. Yep, we're going to do Matron. Yes. Get Muxus. And we are 4-0 with Goblins. Wow. Okay, wow. Yeah. I think at that point it was borderline hopeless for our opponent. Like they mulled to 5, we blew up their land. It seemed really bad for them, especially because we were going to get a second Lackey. We would go and basically, almost definitely one way or another, we were going to get Muxus down. Unless the remaining 4 cards in their hand were just the nutter butter, which doesn't look like they were. Oh boy, wow. Guys, I haven't gone 4-1. I haven't gone 4x in a long time. And especially not 4 in a row. So if we lose this round, I'm okay with that. But also if we go 5-0 and get our first trophy on the stream, that'd be kind of surreal. Our opponent is on the play. Brr. Yep, 4-0 on today's league. This doesn't do anything. Like, we can go turn 1 Vial, and we can play a little bit control-y, but I feel like it's just, like, if we're not against a creature matchup, this hand is just bad. But we do have the Cavern. You know what? Let's just try it. Let's just try, see what happens. Might be the same deck. Might be the same deck. We've played a lot of blue today. We did not do that last league. Goblin Vial. See if Vial gets forced. Might. Vial's a good card. Let's get forced. Cool. Runner back? You got another one? Cool, you don't. Alright. That's gonna be that. That's a beautiful art of an island. I don't know why I love that. That's just so simple and pretty. This might be another Miracles deck. Cycle cast out. Interesting. Oh, I have no idea what this deck is. Yep, we will put a counter on Vial. We got Muxus. Okay. Well, we're definitely playing the slow game with Muxus. Speaking of slow game, I think part of me wants to play Cratermaker now, but I can't vial anything, and maybe it's worth it to get a little power on the board. Let's see. This could be totally wrong. I could be completely misreading and everything, and this could be terrible, but we'll see. Cycle cast out. Okay. No idea what our opponent's playing. At least not with the cycling cards. Like, that seems different. Huh. Huh. Oh my. I think we lose. That's brutal. Oh my god. This is really interesting. I am, like, so intrigued now. I say we just, like, let it ride, and on their upkeep, tap down their white source. I have no idea what our opponent's deck is, but it looks really sweet. Ooh! I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I'm less okay with it. I'm a little less okay with it. Get your land. I'm okay with just sitting here playing lands until I get Muxus. I actually don't think I need to do the port here. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god! That's so sick! Oh my god! Wow! Deck is certainly very sweet. Or I really don't want our opponent drawing 3 cards, but I feel like we may have to if we have literally any hope of surviving. It might be too late, but let's... Yep, and suddenly it's a much different game. I probably should have ported something down, but I don't know, I probably should have ported down Caracas. Yeah, that standstill was really good for them. It's rough. I mean, I guess. Oh my. This deck is sweet. It's feeling like where Soup's dead. Soup's dead. But we shall see. Land. Isn't it land? Yeah, I know I do. Yeah, Warchief's the only thing with haste. So we are the Monarch now. Oh no, undo. There we go. We're gonna tap down the Caracas and hope we can just like windmill kill with Muxus. Done. So unless we hit another haste enabler, we're definitely not gonna be able to kill with Muxus. But we'll see. We'll see. This is a game. Yeah, no, I'm aware he'll make 4/4s. I'm just like, Muxus essentially needs to hit haste enabler and or it needs to hit either haste enabler and a good number of goblins, or it needs to hit like a haste goblin and a removal goblin. So, you know, this game is going to come down to how good the Muxus hit is. And I guess I don't really care about him Caracasing Muxus. Seems fine. But so we got everybody. Banking on this hit. That will not do it. Yeah. Seems like it might be over for our hero. I guess we'll just try to kill Teferi. Like, really don't love the thought of them getting to untap and make a 4/4. But, like, at least I have Munitions Expert. Like, it's something. Like, that was a rough Muxus hit. That was a really rough Muxus hit. Oh. That's also very rough. Well, now they're definitely going to get a 4/4. I guess we bin the Prospector? Yep, I get an Angel. It's a big, scary Angel. Sure. Alright, well, you're just mean, opponent. Our opponent is very mean. Alright, so... Mogg War Marshal. Go ahead and draw your 3. Lackey. Hopefully doesn't get counter. Probably will. Ponder, okay. That means somehow they don't have a counterspell in their hand. Like, they run 3 trillion of them. I don't know how they don't have one. And let's Munitions Expert the Angel. Well, that unfortunately has to resolve, and they almost definitely take Lackey. Yeah, they take Lackey. Well, we got the Expert. Yeah, I think this might be... Excuse me, this might officially be out of reach. On their upkeep. It's not super relevant, but we will tap down their Karakas on their upkeep. Those Angels are going to hurt. Thanks, David. I appreciate it. Pretty sure you know the outcome of this game. But yeah, it'll be on YouTube most likely tomorrow. I'm going to try at least. And if not tomorrow, within a few days, it'll be on YouTube. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. That Shark Typhoon... no. That Shark Typhoon makes really big sharks. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, Cavern for sure. Cavern naming Goblin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even in our best case scenario, I can't play Muxus this turn, but I can. So let's start with, let's lead off with Mogg War Marshal. See if that resolves. Okay, so it's forced. So they're gonna get a 5/5 shark. Good God. I think we're just dead now. Because we're at 8. So even if we go 1, 2, 3, Mama Matron. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just dead this game. Yeah, pretty sure we're just dead. We grab Muxus. Like we can maybe kill one of their flyers. Now we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, so what the hell do we bring in against an enchantment deck? Well, Replenish is a sorcery, so we bring that in. Piledriver is good when they're on the shark plan. Cratermaker feels meh. Earwig Squad feels pretty solid, and Reb seems decent. Alright, I think that's fine. Mons feels bad. Ringleader feels bad. No, Ringleader doesn't feel bad. Lieutenant feels bad. Go down to Prospector. Let's go down a single Muxus, a single Vial, and actually let's only do one Warping Wail. Because Warping Wail counters Replenish, and that's it. It doesn't counter anything else in the deck, really, that we saw at least. Ponder, but I'm not Warping Wailing a Ponder. I'm only Warping Wailing a Ponder if our opponent is like mulls to 4, plays like 1 land and passes. Like mull to 4, play a land, pass, next turn miss their land, drop Ponder. Like then I will Warping Wail a Ponder. But otherwise, I'm just not Warping Wailing a Ponder. We're almost there, guys. I'm gonna do one thing quick. Okay, we will take the play. It's a 1-lander, but sometimes you just gotta go for it. We're just gonna go for it. Like, we have 2 lackeys, so they basically need to have double force. Like, let's just see if we get there with this. We're gonna grab a basic. It didn't get forced. Oh my god, it did not get forced. Let's see. Do you get a Tundra and have Swords to Plowshare? They have the Swords to Plowshare. Oh. Oh. Okay, opponent. Whatever you say. Our Muxus hit is probably not going to be great, but we'll see. Alright, only one, but... But if they don't do something this turn, they're very possibly dead on board. They could sort... Oh. So they could sort Splash or Muxus, and that wouldn't be fun, but like Piledriver could get in for work too. Like at that point, if they swords Muxus, we just Piledriver and hope for the best. Let's see if they got it. Are they just dead? I don't know if you guys saw in the chat, but our opponent just goes, "Good God," or he goes, "My God." That was a one-lander, guys. We did that with a one-lander. Und mein Gott. Wow, that was a one-lander keep. That was a keep a one-lander. They didn't have force or Swords to Plowshare, and we got there. Hand just does nothing. We have to mulligan that. Hand does more nothing. Whatever. Like, hand straight up does more nothing now. Legacy is a hell of a format. Like, I love Legacy. Wow, I can't believe we won with a one-lander. Oh my god. And, well, I doubt it'll happen yet, but it might. So, we definitely play the Cavern on Goblins, because that's what our deck does. Excuse me. So I could play the Vial, but I also kind of want to Windlesend the Lackey, and I think that's what we're going to do. I know the right thing to do is to play Vial, but I want to play the Lackey. We don't see a white source yet, so Swords to Plowshares may not be in our future. We see a white source. Swords to Plowshares might be in our future. Swords to Plowshares is our future. Alright, and now we'll play a Vial. Alright, let's see what they brainstorm. Alright, so after that, I'm not feeling too hot. But, let's see, do I play the second Vial? Like, do I? Maybe. Yeah, let's just do it. Ooh, we're both stumbling, apparently. Draw. Reb. Alright, so we're just gonna pass, and on their upkeep, tap down their planes. Alright, I mean, Typhoon for 0 is a thing. Oh. That Containment Priest is really rough because it just super turns off our vials. Turns off Vial and Muxus and Lackey. And that's a lot to turn off for our deck. We keep going with the Vial. We have a ton of removal to kill Containment Priest with. Munitions Expert would normally be one of those things, but we need to get another Goblin out first. So we're just going to pass. We're going to do the same thing. They're stumbling, so maybe hope. We got to hope they can continue to stumble until we find an answer for the Containment Priest, because that priest is just going to kill us. Like, that's actually a really bad spot for us to be in. Yes, we're going to do it for both of them. Cavern. Another Goblin Warchief. Come on. There we go. Alright. And now, if Warchief doesn't die, I can kill Containment Priest. Well, Warchief didn't die, but it died. Alright, so that one is going to stay on 3. This one is going to go to 4. Badlands. And I can't really believe we have to just, like, pass it back again. But this time we can port down the plains. This is a dumb game. Oh, another land. I mean, I guess in theory I can kill the priest now. I was hoping to kill the priest and maintain a board state of some variety, but it looks like they have another Swords of Plowshares. Dang. Yep. Wow. Rough. Super rough. Okay, so this one will get a counter, and so will this one. Ringleader. Muxus, Warchief, War Marshal. My opponent and I both agree. This is a not fun game of Magic. Yeah, them having 3 swords, it hurt us a lot. But it seems like we're going to be able to go Warchief into War Marshal, and that could be pretty big. And we're 2 lands away from just hard casting Muxus, which, you know, in its own right is very stupid. Are we really gonna bounce my Warchief? Or my Ringleader, rather? I mean, okay. So we are. This one is going to stay at 4. This one is going to go up to 6. Wasteland. Yeah. Red. Tapping Wasteland. Warchief. Undo. War Marshal. And let's go to combat. 3 at our opponent's face, 1 at Teferi. Teferi is an insanely powerful card. Like, it should be everywhere. The power creep is so real in Magic. Like, I almost, like, get the vibe that the power creep, like, absolutely has to be coming to an end. Like, oh my god, what? I feel so bad our opponent is so stuck on land. Like, I feel bad because, like, I want them to play Magic, but I also don't feel bad because I want us to win. Oh my god, imagine if they have to Verdict here. Like, what if our opponent just has to Verdict here? Yeah, for 3 mana, like, it's a very, very, very good Planeswalker. Almost all of the rare Planeswalkers were really good. Actually, almost all of the rare ones, but all of the blue Planeswalkers in War of the Spark and all of the colorless ones, which there are only 2, but they were all really good. Maybe Kasmina was like only good in limited, and I'm sure she maybe would find some play in standard and maybe super fringe pioneer play, maybe. But like pretty much in every other case, they were all like just disgusting. Like Narset, bananas. Teferi, bananas. Karn, Ugin. Tron didn't need more good stuff. What is our opponent? Our opponent is probably thinking. I feel like our caverns like really shut them down this game. If our Warchief lives, we can play Muxus. Okay, another Teferi. They're almost definitely going to bounce the Warchief. That seems like the correct call. I just realized playing Muxus is actually like a really bad idea. Ringleader is not bad though. All right, so no, oops, no, I'm not gonna pay the end. And let's go to our turn. Does Gempalm do it? Might be it, everybody. I think it might be over for our opponent. Yeah, it's seeming like it's over. Oh my god. Oh my god, we got the 5-0! We got the 5-0! Woo! Legacy Goblins did a thing, everybody. Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow, guys. All right, we're gonna open these chests. This is our first 5-0. I know we should be using them to trade in, but we're gonna open these chests. See if we get anything good, anything worthwhile. So 140 points. So we have enough to play 2 more leagues now. Actually, maybe 3. I actually already have a ton of these cards. Jar of Eyeballs. Oh my god. Oh, Echo Mage is pretty sweet. Oh, and we got the new full art Nahiri and 2 new avatar. Well, 1 new avatar and 1 not new avatar. All right. Wow. That was something. See these packs have anything? They usually have like nothing but like basic lands and stuff. But still. Oh. All right. That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't have these lands, so. And a new Llanowar Elf and Tindwall. Okay, yeah. Wow. Guys, to everyone who chimed in tonight, thank you for being there to see me go undefeated tonight. That was a lot of fun. I'm very surprised we 5-0'd, but Goblins got there. Goblins did its thing. Like, oh my god. Wow. Like, we definitely won a few games to cheese, but that was a blast. We're going to cut the stream here. I need to eat something, but thank you, everybody, for chiming in and watching tonight. The video is going to be on YouTube. And, wow, this was just a blast. And I'm so happy we finally went 5-0, and that the first time I went 5-0 in a league, we did it on stream. Thank you guys for chiming in, and you all have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all around.